Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Siddhar Academy. Today we are going to discuss the very important application of operational amplifier, that is differentiator. So here this is our part second. In first part we have discussed the basic parameter of operational amplifier. So in this lesson we are going to discuss the differentiator, and here we are going to discuss the theory regarding the theory of differentiator, as well as the previous year question of which was asked in CSIR NET June as well as December 2018 in C part for 5 marks. So it is very important question. So by learning this lesson, you can easily attempt the question which was asked in CSIR NET exam. So differentiator, what is the differentiator? Differentiator is the one of the mathematical operations. This mathematical operation is done by using the operational amplifier circuit, which is the IC 741. By using that IC, we have built the differentiator, and this differentiator perform the mathematical operation. So that circuit is called as the differentiation. So that will producing the differentiation. So differentiator circuit produce the output that is proportional to the instantaneous rate of change of input voltage. So this V0 is the output voltage, which is directly proportional to the instantaneous rate of change of input voltage. So here the input voltage changes, simultaneously output voltage changes. So we can say that the output voltage which is directly proportional to the instantaneous rate of change of input voltage. It is useful in signal processing application. This differentiator by using operational amplifier is used for signal processing application, for measurement of ramp slope, and for showing the IP discontinuity in the waveforms. So here this is the circuit diagram of differentiator. Here this is the pin number 3 is non-inverting terminal which is connected to the ground. This is pin number 2 is the inverting terminal. Here we have connected the capacitor, and we have connected pin number 2 to pin number 6 through the resistor, and this pin number 6 is the output. Here we have measured the output. So this output is instantaneous rate of change of input voltage. So this is about the differentiator. So here this is the differentiator. So differentiator which is indicated by the D. So here what will happen, here is the initially for pin number 2 we have connected the capacitor, and for pin number 2 to pin number 6 we have connected the resistance. So here is the capacitor, here is the resistance. So first, according to alphabet, C came first, C then D. So we can easily understand. So here we have connected the capacitor, but in integrator the capacitor is connected in here and this resistance is connected here. So that is the differentiator is the reverse process of the integration. So that's why we have did in this way. So here what will happen, V in, here we have applied the voltage to the inverting terminal. So the current is passing, that is I in, that is passed through this capacitor, that is C1, and here after that it will divide it in two branches. So some part of current is passing here, that is IA, and some part of current is passing IF through the RF resistance. But here what will happen, the ideal op-amp, so ideal op-amp having the infinite input impedance. So ideal op-amp having the infinite input impedance. So input impedance agar infinite होगा, so here what will happen, so infinite input impedance है, resistance infinite है, so that's why the current cannot pass through this. So current cannot pass through this. So whatever the current is coming from this, that will going in this direction. So in this direction the current is going. So here we can say that due to the high input impedance, infinite input impedance, I in is equal to IF. So IA is 0. IA is 0. So here is another one concept is the virtual ground. So virtual ground, that is pin number 3 is connected to the ground. So here the VB, that is equal to the VA. So here is also we can say that there is the concept of virtual ground. So if VB is equal to 0, so VA also 0. So according to Kirchhoff's current law, I in is equal to IF plus IA. So here what will happen? So whatever the current is coming, that will divide it in two branches according to Kirchhoff's current law. But here for op-amp the input impedance is high, so current IA cannot pass through this inverting terminal. So IA is equal to 0. So whatever the current is coming, that will going in this direction. So IN is equal to IF. So we can neglect this IA, or for real op-amp that is also very small, so we can neglect this IA. So IN is equal to IF. Also we are familiar with that the current, that is the flow of charge. So IN is equal to dq upon dt. So this is our equation 2. Here the dq is charge on a capacitor C1 in time interval of dt. We know that C is equal to Q by V, where Q is the charge, V is the voltage and C is the capacitance. Or C1 is equal to dq upon dVc, where Vc is the voltage across capacitor. So Q is equal to CV according to this. V is multiplied by in this side. So Q is equal to CV. Similarly, we can say that this C is the proportionality constant. So Q is directly proportional to the V. So here also we can write dq is directly proportional to the dVc, or is equal to dq is equal to C1 dVc, where C1 is the proportionality constant. This is our equation 3. Equation 3 is putting in equation 2. This equation 3 is putting in equation 2. So equation 2 become as, so IN is equal to C1 dVc divided by dt. So this is our equation 4. So current IF through the RF. So here the current is passing through RF. So that current is passing through the RF, that is IF is equal to VA minus V0 divided by RF. According to Ohm's law, that I is equal to V by R. According to Ohm's law, that V by R. So IF is equal to VA minus V0 divided by RF. So this is our equation 5. But we know that IN is equal to RF. IN is equal to IF. According to equation 1, we have already seen, and voltage across the capacitor C1 is. So here Vin is equal to Vf. So here IF also we can write IN is equal to VA minus V0 divided by RF. So voltage across capacitor C1 is, so voltage across capacitor C1 is Vin minus VA. So voltage across capacitor, that is the Vin minus VA. This is our equation 6. So equation 5 and 6 putting in equation 4. So this equation 5 and 6 putting in equation 4. So here what will happen? IF, that is equal to IN. So we can put in left hand side, and here VC is equal to Vin minus VA. We are putting here. So equation 4 become as VA minus V0 divided by RF is equal to C1 d by dt Vin minus VA. This is our equation 7. But for op-amp, VA is equal to VB. VA is equal to VB. So here, according to the virtual ground, VB is equal to VA, but VB is connected to the ground. So VB is equal to VA is equal to 0. So this is equal to 0. So equation 7 become as, so VA is 0. Here is VA is 0. So minus V out divided by RF is equal to C1 d by dt V in. So RF is multiplied by in this side, so minus VO, that is V out, is equal to RF C1 divided dt into V in, or this minus sign also put in this side. So V out is equal to minus RF C1 d V in divided by dt. This is equation 8. So this is our final equation. RF and C1 is the constant resistance and capacitance we have connected in circuit. So here the instantaneous rate of change of input voltage, which is directly proportional to the output voltage. So output voltage, which is directly proportional to the instantaneous rate of change of input voltage. From equation 8, the output voltage V0 is equal to the RFC1 times the negative instantaneous rate of change of input voltage. So here there is the negative sign. This negative sign is very important, because suppose we have given the sine wave, that sine wave process is did in differentiation. That differentiator we will get the cos wave, but that cos wave is due to the minus sign, it get inverted. So that is our answer. So let's check. Let's to see. So this is our differentiator. So differentiator for input terminal we have passing the sine wave signal. So here you can consider this is pi by 2. So you can consider as a time t. This 2t. This is t by 2. This is 3t by 2. So here we are passing the sine wave. Sine wave is starting from 0 in this way. So here what will happen in differentiation? We will get the cos wave in this way. But here we are passing the sine wave at inverting terminal. So it gets shifted 180 for the output wave. So output correct wave is this, because which is shifted by 180. So for in simple differentiation we will get sine wave, cos wave, but here we have introduced the negative sign, so that's why this wave is inverted and we will get this waveform. So this is the correct option. So this is the correct option. Suppose in an examination, suppose you have asked the question, you have given the sine wave and you have given this option and remaining two options. So this is the correct, not this. So this is very important due to the minus sign is came in equation. So here we want to discuss the another uses of differentiator. Suppose here this is the triangular wave, this is the square wave, this is the Dirac delta wave. So here what will happen in differentiation? Suppose in we have the triangular wave, in differentiation we will get the square wave in this way, and differentiation of this square wave we will get this Dirac delta wave. But here suppose we have given the triangular wave. Suppose we have given the triangular wave, we will get the differentiation in this way. So here the wave is started in this way and it will going downward direction, again upward direction. But in output we will get the wave which is started in inverted. So here this is the upward, so here it is in inverted. So we will get the output this. So suppose we have given the input this, so we will get the output this. Suppose for example, suppose we have given this square wave. At input we have given the square wave. So square wave is started in this way. So similarly this differentiation in Dirac delta, so this is decreases, so this also decreases, again waveform going this way, again this way you get upward direction. So Dirac delta wave is also going increases. So from this side also it get decreases, so it get in this side also the waveform is going in this way, again increases, so this become increases. But by using differentiation it will get the reverse form of this wave. So here it decreases, waveform is going downward direction, here the Dirac delta wave is going upward direction. So here the waveform is going upward direction, so here this is going downward direction. Here is going downward direction, here is going upward direction. Here is going upward direction, here is going downward direction. So this is the reverse process. So this is going downward direction, here this is also going downward direction. So this is in simple differentiation will form in this way. But by using differentiator we will get this type of wave. We will get so previous year question that is asked in 2018 June and December in C part for 5 marks. So it is asked in 2018 June and December. So here they have given the 4 option, but in that 4 option no one option is correct, no single option is correct. So that's why at that time the all students, those who have attempted that question, they have given the 5 marks. So the input V in to the following circuit is square wave. Agar here we are giving the input wave, that is the square wave, as shown in following figure. What will be the output? Which of the waveform V out best describe the output? So they have given the 4 option, and but none of the option is correct in that. But here we have just showing a correct option. So here what will happen? We have given 2 option here, but one of the option is correct. So here what will happen? So wave is going upward direction. So here what will happen in Dirac in simple differentiation, we will get the Dirac delta in upward direction. Similarly, here we are going downward direction. So here we will get downward direction. Here again upward direction. So this is upward direction. Here is downward direction. So this is downward direction. So this waveform we have get in simple differentiation. But by using this differentiator, which we have applied for the inverting terminal, that is inverted that waveform in 180 degree. That is inverted. So that's why here this is increasing. So here we have get decreasing. Here decreasing. Here we have get increasing. So here waveform is increasing. Here we have get decreasing. Here decreasing. Here we have get increasing. So here we will get the reverse inverted form of this. So this is the correct option. So in this way you have understand how to attain the question according to this differentiator. So we have discussed in this way. So here, so this is the already we have seen that this is the circuit of differentiator. In differentiator, capacitor is connected here. So D, according to alphabet, C came first after D. So this is for CD. So that you can consider this is for differentiator. But in integrator, the capacitor is connected in feedback and resistance is connected to the inverting terminal. So this is the reverse interchanges the capacitance and resistance. So C after D. So this is the differentiator and this is the integrator. If you like this lesson, please like, comment and share with your friends. Thank you very much for watching this video till to end.